uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son, actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back sports, talking way too much, world come back sports.
Fight undisputed. Tag Eddie Hearn. Undisputed versus undisputed. Fuck it. I'm 150. I gained a little weight. Canelo.
Canelo.
Not Eli and Kobe. Canelo. Like, nigga, don't fuck with me, nigga. Like, for real. Let me show y'all what it is. Why y'all don't make Canelo versus Charlo? Fuck y'all talking about, nigga. Somebody put that shit together. Lil Charlo will fight anybody. Nigga, I ain't never done no smoke, nigga. Undisputed versus undisputed. That could be a big thing in boxing. Fuck it, nigga. That bitch can't beat me with that shit in live performance. That bitch can't beat me. Motherfuckers. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Eddie Hearn, go put that Charlo shit together. Why they don't make Canelo fight undisputed? Tag Eddie Hearn. Undisputed versus undisputed. Fuck it. I'm 150. I gained a little weight. Canelo. Not Eli.
First in the building, Mr. Pass on deck. What's good with it? Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-side official. What's good? Shout out to the chat, man. The hottest in the game on deck once again. Tyrese on deck. He said, gazelles only. I don't even know if it's gazelles only, man. Gazelles actually get up out of there. He was getting caught on the ropes there, Tyrese. Gazelles actually get up out of there. Disappear. You know what I'm saying? Some of them get caught up. But most of them, man, they up out of there. Samad on deck, man. What's good? Peace and blessings below. Salute WCS. The certified stamp, the like button, and support the grind. You already know what it is, brother. Appreciate you. Big blunts and boxing on deck in the building. The GOAT has arrived. What's good, OG? Chat, what's the deal? Salute to you, man. Christopher on deck. Yes, indeed. What's good, WCS? What's good with you, bro? NYT on deck. What up, WCS? What up with you, man? Get the MF and lights up on the way in. Do me that favor. You know what I'm saying? Do me that 1, 2, 3, 4, and many more. You know what I'm saying? Just do me like that, man. Hit the like button, bro. Hit the like button. Shout out to Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Shaw, in the building. Team Tucker official on deck. He's a running in the track star. Don't forget, NFL referee was throwing flags all night on him for defensive holding. But hey, what do I know? Man, we're going to get down to what we witness. You know what I'm saying? The fakery, the pretending, and the disappointment of the expectations. Yeah, we got to talk about that. Carlos Rosado is in the building. WCS salute. I turned it off 10th round. And I wish there was a parlay, and there was a parlay on how fast Diddy would start shadow boxing, and he ain't let Charlo sit first round, and he was active. Mel is trash. Dang, Carlos coming in with the spears, coming in with the machetes, Jesus Christ. Sunday is not even over yet, man. Y'all coming in here with the machetes, shedding blood, crucifying. There's a crucifixion. NONA and me on deck, man. What it do? Miguel on deck. I see you in the building. Don't matter on deck. What's good with it, brother? Salute WCS in the chat. Salute to you. Man, if y'all don't know, now you know, man. Sometimes it's better to go in there and don't expect too much so you won't get disappointed. Period. But in this case, we were sort of kind of expecting an individual to step up to the plate. His name was Jermell Charlo. If y'all didn't see what I put up, the thumbnail I put up before this fight even took place, I actually put, this thumbnail doing it for the culture. All right. Doing it for the culture. And I made emphasis, basically underlining that I don't know who the culture is. It's so many people that's a part of the culture. I don't know what the culture is. I don't know who runs the culture. I don't know any of that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, especially when it comes to boxing. So when I heard Jermell Charlo said, I'm gonna do it for the culture, the ones that don't, automatically that shit was trash, man. I said, you don't know how to address your fans. You don't know how to send a message out there. So, to get them amped up and interested in the fight, you know what I'm saying? To basically put down what they're doing and pay attention. Jermell Charlo, you haven't quite learned how to move the room and get people to tune in to you for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? To stop what they're doing, reschedule their calendar. Get that anticipation going, that anxiety to come see you fight. You all but ruined that for good. We already know based off, your language and everything and how you was hissing and meowing a lot when Crawford was trying to come in there and challenge you. And see, my listeners, I tried to tell people my criticism of Jermell Charlo was warranted. I tried to explain. I tried to put it out there as best as I can. I mean, I even thought about renting a blimp. I was going to rent a blimp and fly it over freaking T-Mobile on fight week to warn the patrons that may be local not to enter that building because you're going to get disappointed. And then I say, no, that's a little bit too much money that I'm willing to spend on a dude. I guess sometimes you have to let the people see for themselves. And that's exactly what happened. This man was up here and he was just proving to the people that he was about to be 35-2-1. He got on deck. Didn't know what to say at the presser. Him and Canelo is the same age, wouldn't you know? They seem to be years apart when it comes to the depth of their intellectual reservoir. They seem to be levels apart, man, when it comes to the actual data that they have to operate in a system such as boxing that, you got to find a way to build your brand up. You got to find a way to get the people to want to be a part of something. And just because you start talking nice for fight week doesn't change the fact of how you looked when you went in there for the main event against one of the best of this era. All that talking you was doing in that video, you know what I'm saying? Basically addressing Canelo as a bitch. Being that Canelo can go in there and move an entire lot just by raising his hands up in the air and getting their recognition. His fans believe that Canelo is speaking to them. That's what his fans believe. His fans believe he's talking to them, the Mexican fans, the Latino fans, and even if it's some black fans in there, some Caucasian fans in there. You know, I mean, it's still Canelo makes it perfectly clear he's addressing the Mexican fans. Period. Period. He's addressing the Mexican fans. When it came to you, Charlo, I don't know who you was addressing. You know what I'm saying? You was all over the place leading up to this fight. You know, I know a lot of your people, so to speak, that look like you, shaded like you, talk like you. They wasn't convinced that you're gonna go in there and change the game. We just wasn't right there by your side. We wasn't. And there was a good reason for that. It was a good reason that we wasn't by your side because you kept on letting us know you didn't need us. You kept on letting us know it would be pointless for us to walk with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you was used to us staying afar away from you. There was no need for us to walk with you and show that support, show that unity, because you never invited us to do that, Jermell Charlo. So when it came time for you to finally get this fight of a fighter that your brother was supposed to be fighting, but yet you got the call up, you wore black the whole week. You wore black the whole week, man. That right there wasn't going to get your people to gravitate to nothing. What was going on, man? Like real talk. I seen a live stream over there with Barbershop Conversation. He was talking about how you were sacrificed. Okay, Jermell Charlo. And this is not to take shots at Barbershop. This is not it. It's not where you think I'm going. All right. Help us understand, Jermell. Help us understand why did you wear black the whole week? The only time that you wore a different color than black was your fight kit. You wore like a navy blue color. Most of the time when you showed up, you wore black. You wore black. Why? What was with all the black? What is going on here? I don't get it. You didn't seem like you was locked in, zoned the fuck out, going in there ready to knock heads out, knock heads off, kick ass and take names. You didn't give me that vibe. But that black that you was wearing the whole week in Vegas, where it was nice and toasty, I couldn't quite collect all the data. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't grab all the evidence I needed to formulate a resolution as to why you had on black, your girl had on black. What's going on with them Charlo twins? Why would you wear black all the way during the week? Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna touch too much on it. It's just, it was a bit complex to me because you didn't give me that intensity. Like you was wearing black for ulterior motives. Like you had an agenda, a vendetta, that you was out to prove something to the people. You never gave me that. You just gave me, vibes that you're wearing black and you're showing up and something else is going on. I mean, you coming in all black, your girl coming in all black. Then you walk in the ring with an all black robe on with sparkles. What the fuck was that? Is that where, the outfit you have to wear when you go to the private party? I don't know, man. I mean, somebody was mentioning something about some Masonics. That Mel was a part of the Masonics. I'm not sure how true that is. You know what I'm saying? That he was in the Masons. And even if he was in the Masons, what does that have to do with him wearing all black? Because we don't wear all black. I know that for a fact. I don't know where this all came from, but we never wear all black. Seriously. I don't know what that would have to do with him fighting. I don't know what it has to do with him going in there and defending himself against Canelo Alvarez. But I would say it's one of the weakest main events I've seen. And you know, as many as y'all drop them messages in the inbox when I be saying what I'm saying about Diddy and saying that he can't outcoach Eddie Reynoso and his fighters can't outthink Bud Crawford or Canelo Alvarez. You think I'm just talking. But once again, we get to witness history, people. We was able to witness history. We were able to witness history. Two of Diddy James' fighters, the Big Fish and the Lion, were both defeated in the same year. It doesn't matter if Jermell Charlo had a loss already. He took this loss right here with no resistance. That's my problem. Jermell Charlo took this loss with no resistance. None at all, y'all. This dude had no resistance at all. He didn't know what it was to go in there and remember that he said skills pay the bills. He had no indication that that's what his words were on Twitter. No indications when he was representing the Lions Only moniker that to go in there and fight the way you're supposed to. Deontay Wilder, the person that you took a jab at least he proved in those moments he was willing to die. He was willing to go out on his shield. You showed people that you was willing to survive. You showed people that you was just willing to just do what it take to get to the 12th round. And then go into the post-fight press conference looking like you'd never been in a fight before. The weakest fight of that magnitude, supposed to be undisputed versus undisputed. The biggest farce. The biggest freaking farce. The biggest fight supposedly outside of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence was a farce. It was bogus. It was a fraud, all of that. Just like the titles say, the hissing lion that didn't roar. Canelo strips Jermell Charlo of Lions Only moniker. You know why I say that? Because at the end, when he was at the press conference, Jermell Charlo said, I don't know what animal I'm supposed to be. How can you let a man strip you of your moniker? A moniker that you all have placed on all your brand. A moniker that people know you by. And you let a Mexican fighter strip you of your moniker. All you had to do is go in there and fight as a lion would fight. And no one would be questioning if you was a lion or not. Because not every lion wins their battles out there, wherever they may be, the Serengeti, wherever they meet, the zoo. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them win their battles, but it seems like you're used to the fluff, custom made carpets. You know what I'm saying? You're used to being inside during the winter months. You just don't give me the vibe that you have a history just like the regular Lions used to have there, Jermell Charlo. It's unfortunate that the Charlo twins came crashing down. Your brother came up there, and it was good to see Mark Charlo. He said he's coming here to jumpstart the Lions Only. But I think the way it played out last night, I don't think even Mark Charlo can jumpstart the Lions Only brand. I don't think so. People will always remember you, Jermell Charlo, is a loud mouth, brash, belligerent talker that finally got your shot. 2 Charlos and a Spence. Finally got your shot out of the 3, and you blew it. You absolutely blew it. Your coach didn't seem like he was upset. Your coach showed more energy You know what I'm saying? More behavior, more mannerism, more temperament. And Spence losing to Crawford than he did you losing to Canelo. It's almost like he expected that shit to happen. It's almost like he expected. The way you went in there and fought Canelo, man, you absolutely. If you listen to anything I say, Jermell Charlo, the Olympics is 2024. If I can tell you anything you take a listen to, I really think you should try to attempt to try out for the track and field team. The running that I seen that take place from pillar to pillar, rope to rope, you got what it takes to be a world-class track athlete. You called it in rotation. I heard you. You think I wasn't paying attention. Jermell Charlo said I was able to rotate out pretty good. The good thing that linked that shit up for me was the R in rotation. Yeah. I keep the R and I remove the rest of the word. And then I attach UNNING. That's called running. You were absolutely galloping. You called it rotation, I'll call it running. You wasn't willing to stand there and engage with Canelo enough to prove that you had that lion moniker, bro. We're sitting up here. Look, I don't care who said what they said before the fight. They wanted to see if you really had it. They wanted to see, can somebody move up 2 weight divisions, especially you, Jermell Charlo, if you could move up 2 weight divisions and prove to the people that you was bigger than what your trash talking was, bro. That's all we wanted to see, man. Real talk. That's all we wanted to see. All the outbursts. We wanted to see, could you own up to it? All that complicated energy. We wanted to see, could you live up to it, bro? All that tough talk. All we wanted to see when it came down for you to put it on display, could you carry it out as such? That's all we wanted to see, man. And you was busy in there in rotation, bro. All you want to do is park up against the ropes. And Canelo, he didn't do too much more either. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like, yeah, both of you all are culpable of giving us a bullshit ass fight. Both of you all. Canelo didn't do too much of shit. All he did was show that his knees work fine and he was running and cutting off the ring. But that's not typical of Canelo. He threw more punches with Bivol. Yeah, it was moments in there when he let his hands go, but the moments he let his hands go prove what? That he can take you out whenever he feel like it. But when he found out, you know, when he got that 10-8 round, I mean, it was just coasting from there, bro. How can you go into a championship fight as big as your mouth is? I'm talking about as loquacious as you want to be. And you go in there, rah, 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 and you just start hissing. I'm thinking, I was like, I had to cut up the volume on my TV. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I had to put on surround sound. I said, no, hold up. Do I have a snake in here with me? Is there a little like a little domesticated house cat in here? What's going on? Am I not seeing something? And that was you there, Jermell Charlo. You was in there hissing instead of roaring. If you would have roared, I would have said, okay. All right, he about to get down to it. All right. 35-1. We remember Tony Harrison. We remember Brian Castaño. Okay, let's do it. Let's see if he can provide some inspiration to his people. Nah. No. No. It didn't go down like that, people. It didn't go down like that. And you know, unfortunately, people paid for this fight. People paid for this fake ass, supposedly undisputed, which it was absolutely disputed. Yes. It's not undisputed. It's disputed that Jermell Charlo, you wasn't made for this moment. Absolutely, you weren't made for that moment. You should goddamn send Deontay Wilder an apology for basically a person that doesn't have that kitty cat mentality. He actually is the bronze bomber. He actually is the bronze bomber, bro. And you took motherfucking shots at that dude when he went in there and fought the best. He fought the Canelo of the heavyweight division, so to speak, kind of whatever. We didn't know that until he fought him, just like Canelo and Gennady Golovkin. You know what I'm saying? He fought the best in that division. But you, when it became time for that door to open, you chose to walk through there dressed in all black to send this weird, delirious message. You know what I'm saying? You decided to get strange when it was time for you to step up under those lights. You came in there looking like you was about to, make another movie or something. That dealt with the Illuminati or the secret society or something. Motherfuckers that had to sell their souls just to get ahead. You came in there with an oversized freaking robe on, dressed in black with sparkles, like you going through a ritual, like you going through an initiation or something. Nigga, don't you ever mention Crawford's name again. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to hear that. You and your superficial passion, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that shit no more. We was waiting. We getting to the end of the year and of the holidays and shit. We was waiting for shit to get us pumped up. And I'll tell you this. It ain't no way in hell that people ever gonna forget. This year, we had a big fish and a kitty cat that didn't live up to the expectations. Tell me my thumbnail lying. Tell me my thumbnail is lying. I don't address the haters too much unless it's really worth my time. So haters, I'm going to ask you this. Tell me if my thumbnail is lying. Tell me. 2 of the biggest hype jobs have all taken L's this year coming out of the world-class furniture store. Hype jobs. Hype jobs, bro. Period. You busy up here. People want to get on here and talk about black this, black that. Yeah, these fighters just happen to be black. They've been that way for a long ass time because both of these guys are in their 30s. Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo. But the crazy part about this is that Jermell Charlo has been talking to get this fight. When it was time for Crawford to step up and get this fight, he terminated any doubt, any compunction that anybody had about was he ready, was he qualified, and did he do enough during his career to seize this moment. He shut it down. He shut the shit all the way the fuck down. Easy. You, Jermell, you never even showed up. You came in there dressed in some, you show up to Spence fight. You got all red on, bro. You there, you can be seen, you sitting on the 3rd row in all red. And then you show up to your biggest fight of your career. And you wearing straight black. I told people, I tried to explain to them, like that outfit you had on, that motherfucking that rug centric, you know what I'm saying? African oak tree looking freaking outfit that you wore. In the blazing ass heat, you come up there with some dumb shit. Who is your stylist, man? Who's your designer? That shit was wicked. It wasn't made for the occasion. And then it just went left from there, bro. You know what I'm saying? It went worse from there. On Fight Week, you showing up in all black. You know what I'm saying? You show up to the weigh-in, you got all black. And what the fuck? I mean, what are we talking about? And then you show up, you didn't have nobody walking you out. You know what I'm saying? You have an oversized hoodie where you can't even see your face. And you're a disappointment, bro, when it comes to boxing. Because I don't know you personally. You know what I'm saying? You person, but you've done some personal things that affect people that really doesn't have to connect to you personally. We can see the shit that you got going on from afar, and it affects us just the same as if we was right up on you. That's the problem I'm trying to explain to you, Jermell Charlo. You can sit up there in your home and say you better than us, and you have all the rights, and you made this amount of money and all that. That has nothing to do with me. I like how all access was showing you as a father. I do. I like that. I like how your son was on top of you just playing with it. That's not within my perimeter of criticism. You know what I'm saying? But it's one thing that I had to live by when I was in the military. And they say you was a Marine 24/7. So I had to basically be on top of how I acted. Even though if I wasn't at work, I still had to conduct myself as such. Even when I came back here to the A, or if I came anywhere, all the places that I was traveling, I had to conduct myself as such, even when I was out there on liberty. But you don't have that same maturity level. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that same maturity. It showed between you and Canelo Alvarez. You and Canelo is the same age, the same freaking age. But yet, the way he approached this fight, he said, you will see, you will learn. And even though he fell short on proving to us that he was going to go in here and just demolish you, I kind of put those sentiments out there. I say when it comes to these typical fights and this PBC, they're basically savoring the appraising value of their fighters. It's exactly what they're doing, people. You know what I'm saying? They're basically saving the appraising value of their fighters. This is how they're doing that. Before Crawford and Spence went in there, I said he's not going to get flatlined like David Avanesian. The referee is going to stop the fight ahead of time to make sure that he's able to fight another day. Why? Because people remember the last time, and what happened last when it's bookmarked in their thought process. You know what I'm saying? They archive that for recall memory. It's seeing somebody laid out on the canvas is different than seeing somebody stop by the referee. You seeing that a lot now, unless that person is who they are. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing that a lot. And I said that Errol Spence will be stopped via TKO. The referee is going to stop it. I said if anything happened with this fight with Mel Charlo and Canelo, the ref is going to stop it. But nothing never happened. Nothing. He knocked him down in the 7th round. I don't put too much emphasis in the linking that up with what Bud Crawford did, because he had already had a knockdown in round 2. But just the mere fact that the energy level, the speed, the sense of urgency, you know what I'm saying, turning it up, all Canelo did was chase Charlo around the ring to pretend like he knew he could have went in there and stopped Jermell Charlo if he wanted to. Jermell Charlo looks small as hell in there for whatever reason. And he's picking up weight. You know what I'm saying? He looks soft. You know what I'm saying? He looked very soft physically, aesthetically. And he fought soft. So he had 2 regions of softness, you know what I'm saying, that was going on there. Jermell Charlo had 2 regions going on there. And them regions came together. And he showed that he was nothing but a domesticated house kitten. All that roaring and all that shit he's talking about lines only. No, it's what you see in the thumbnail. He's trying to be all nice in the post-fight conference. You know what I'm saying? Changing his voice. Well, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm a legend. I'll be remembered as a legend. See, here you go with that legends talk again. So just because you're the first one who's coming off a rematch with Tony Harrison and then winning against Jason Rosario and then Brian Castano, that makes you a legend? You never even defended your undisputed titles, bro. You never defended your undisputed titles. And I know people are going to be on here tomorrow. Well, to be honest, Crawford didn't defend his undisputed titles either. Listen to me. It's the difference between vacating your undisputed titles, right? And then going on a rant talking about the WBO. They was just out to get me. The WBO didn't like me. The WBO wanted me to go get all the paperwork for my hand. The WBO. We understand that, bro. We understand that. We understand you gotta have excuses for this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got 3 belts now. You wasn't in control of the release of that belt. They took it from you. They took it from you. You had every opportunity to solidify that legendary stamp that you wanted. That you did, Jermell Charlo. You had every opportunity to solidify, cement, put that shit anchored in boxing forever. You would have went in here and goddamn took that shit to Canelo Alvarez. I would have rather you got more reckless after the first knockdown. You know what I'm saying? After the knockdown in the 7th round, I would appreciate it if you just showed us that mentality, that barbaric, that violent side to match your energy outside when you're chilling in your home, you know, sipping on some shit and goddamn talking bad about somebody, talking about you're gonna kill somebody and they white and they girl and all that shit. I would have rather you try to give Canelo that energy so we know that you're not just a talker, but you're a walker also. You can walk that too. You can walk it out. You can go about getting that done. I would have appreciated if you gave us that moment in history. If you would have presented that to us, just let us know that, yeah, you that guy, but you didn't, man. So now we have the second fighter of the world-class furniture store that takes an L this year. And the most hilarious part is that, you know, Derrick James was standing by your side off in the distance. I would have thought he was doing some calisthenics by now or some burpees or some shit like that, doing some full-blown headstands. But he was just standing off because he knew you would put on a poor performance. But then you start to call out Crawford. And this is what gets extremely confusing for me, because Crawford was in the building and he was in the building. You know what I'm saying? He was in the building. And I can't find one video out there where Crawford came looking for you. I see a picture, you know, I seen a picture. You know, it's funny how the situation happened with you, Mel Charlo, and you being friends with Caleb Plant, and you were actually having a problem with Mar Charlo, and Caleb ended up, you know what I'm saying, slapping your brother. But I ended up seeing this picture out there of Crawford, you know, chilling with your brother and his girl. And I said, Crawford doesn't look like he's looking for you. He's over here. Mar Charlo looks healthy. You know what I'm saying? He's with his wife. And, you know, marriage is always difficult and technical and stuff like that. But Crawford's out here chilling. You feel me? He's out here with Mar Charlo enjoying the fight. Crawford up there looking like a mob boss. And you in there looking like you about to, you know, you're trying to be an extra in the next horror movie. When the secret fraternity rises. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes of the Illuminati. It just seems like you I mean, come on, you don't get it. You calling out Terrence Crawford after that shit. He don't want to fight you no more, bro. He don't want to fight you. He put it out there already. He said you went out sad, man. The man said sad. You know, when a black man or any parent, anybody who's expressing themselves when it comes to emotion, when it comes to feelings, right? If they say sad, it's not so much that they are really broken down saying, okay, that's the way I'm feeling. But when they process it, when they actually process the moment, and they had huge expectations for that moment, but let's just say a person let them down and they seen so much potential in that person. They say, damn, it's sad. You know what I'm saying? The moment is sad. It's sad. You know, one of those moments that make you say, damn, I expected so much more of this moment from this person, but it's sad. Crawford said sad. When I hear a person say it was sad watching you do what you do, they pretty much saying that you sold yourself out. Like, it's just sad to see you just bow down like that. That you give minimal effort to going in here proving to the people that you're that guy. Like, it was sad to even stoop to that level. He said it was sad, bro. He said you went out sad that you didn't even put up any motherfucking effort. You did minimal in this situation. He said sad, bro. He said, Twin Charlo, you went out sad. Didn't even try to win. All you did was try to survive. You should be ashamed of yourself. Crawford is using these words, survive and ashamed, man. He's putting you in a predicament there, Charlo, that I know you're gonna come. You even mentioned in the post-fight conference talking about lip wrestling. No, this is beyond lip wrestling. This is beyond lip wrestling, Jermell Charlo. That's why I say you and Canelo Alvarez are the same age, but there's a distinct gap. There's a distinct area of dead space, gray area when it comes to your absence of maturity. You're up here talking about lip wrestling when this man has accomplished more in his career than you ever will. You had the opportunity. You haven't even moved up to 54 to 60 yet. You're talking about him lip wrestling, but he's accomplished more than you. And then when it was his time to step in against your stablemate, when you said he got to get past my brother, he got to get past him. He got to get past him. Remember, Jermell Charlo, you was at the fight. You're talking about a nigga lip wrestling. You're saying he's lip wrestling, but you was at his fight right there, seeing what happened, seeing how he went in there and handled your stablemate. You said that's what he got to do. Hey man, you got to go in there and you got business at 147 with my brother. He handled the business, and you still don't want to give him his credit. Now is, I want to fight Crawford, but he got business with my brother. Nobody's not buying that bullshit you putting out there no more. Don't nobody want to hear it. It's not even thrilling to hear no more. Like, people just don't get in the mood and character when you talk. Like, it's some people out there that want to take your side, Jermell Charlo, but they understand that there's so many clowns that's in the circus too, and they just don't want to be the next clown that's in the crowd walking around doing goofy ass shit. That's all. They just don't want to be the next clown walking around and looking like everybody else. I look like that clown too. Now we all look alike. You was right there ringside and seeing how Crawford went in there and beat Spence. That didn't motivate you enough to go ahead and prove to people that a fight between you and Crawford is warranted based off you going in there, putting that hurt and putting that performance on Canelo? You trying your best by taking risk and really having the people stand up and say, oh shit, oh, that's what they was doing when Crawford was fighting. That's what they doing when Bud was fighting. Bud was in there beating up your stablemate who didn't show up to your fight, okay? Unless the cloning center gave him a whole new identity and he was sitting right next to you. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. It's possible, but sticking to the reality, your brother did not show up to your fight. Inquiring minds want to know. Hold on for a second. Let me get to some of these comments. Appreciate everyone that's in the building. There's a lot of comments. I'm going to scan through some of them. The PBC is so bad. They lose to themselves. Charlo for the Olympics next summer, track and field. He needs to be. You know what I'm saying, Miguel? He has to be. It's only right. He has to be. Seriously. This man ran for 12 rounds. They gave him 1 out of 12 rounds. It ain't shit you got to say for Crawford. You know, this is not a Crawford Live. But when we talking about expectation and areas that you choose to venture into, Jermell Charlo, that's my disappointment. Your attitude leading up to this fight was just, you felt like you had every opportunity when it was given to you to talk to people any kind of way and to say things. Very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Just very disrespectful, bro. And we didn't see that disrespect when it came to Canelo Alvarez. This didn't have anything to do with race. This had everything to do with you just keeping the same freaking energy you've kept, period. That's all. We wanted you to keep the same energy that you've been keeping, period. That's all. Arnold, what's good with it? On deck, Toby Bartley in the building. What's good with it, brother? Ray Sanders on deck. What's good with you? I'm gonna guess say Derek, the worst trainer. Hey man, there's 2 of his premier fighters have taken L's. Not only did they just take L's, but they took L's in a way that it just seems like no strategy was applied. You know what I'm saying? The application for strategy was non-existent. You know, like he wanted to rotate. He called it rotate. No, call it for what it is. I know it's boxing. I would have said, okay, I would have gave you credit, Jermell Charlo, when you talk about popping the jab, rotating out, popping. But you was rotating out and you was just down moving, rotating, moving, and parking up against you barely even use your freaking jab, man. Like what happened? Does the jab stop with arrow? If Spence was the only one with a jab in that damn training facility, I thought y'all had the jab. Who taught Spence the jab? If Diddy James is your head coach, why couldn't he teach you the jab? Why? I think Errol threw more jabs in there with Crawford than you did with Canelo. I'm not sure the punch counts, but I'm just saying I didn't see that jab. I didn't see you working behind the stick. I didn't see you trying to set anything up. I just didn't see shit, bro. Y'all hear Diddy James screaming. They'll tell him he better do something because he was losing. Samar said, check this out. Jermell had the nerve to say in an interview with his brother that he wanted to fight Floyd and would beat him back then if they fought. That is just hilarious, laughable, till face hurt. Man, he better stay out the ring with Floyd to this day. Just like Wilder say, to this day, you better stay away from Floyd. To this day, for real, to this day, you better stay away from that shit. He was a lion, the one from the Wizard of Oz. I know, man. I try to keep, the ad lib and stuff because this is serious to me, man. This is a little bit more serious to me, real talk, because I just look at all them times he was disrespectful to my skills pay the bills. And I said I was going to make a live on skills pay the bills, but I changed my mind. I'll probably do it another time. But the whole point of him, being who he is as a person and talking all this shit, this was his moment. This was time that the curtains was open just for him. Canelo had already been here. This was Charlo's time to be center stage. This was his time to show the people that he could level change. He didn't level change. He didn't come close to level changing. And it's going to be with us for a long time. So much to the fact whenever this damn talk come up about Crawford, nobody's believing that shit. You have 3 belts now. Nobody's believing this shit. Not even Crawford, man. Not even Crawford's believing this shit. You know what I'm saying? All we gonna know you is the domesticated kitty cat that hiss. You know what I'm saying? You're the hissing cat. You're not even a lion, man. Canelo stripped you of that based off his one response. I don't know what lion animal I mean, I don't know what animal I have to be, and people was laughing at you. And then you get up in the post-fight conference and you pretty much co-sign. You pretty much still have that on your mind, like, well, I don't know what animal. Bro, let's see how the Lions Only brand continues to grow after this. You know, if you have a brand that's attached to you, it's become your stamp. It's almost like a tattoo. Lions Only. I'm pretty sure y'all got lions on you, because I know Arrow has lions. I don't know who's part of the crew. If Arrow is a freaking a freaking intern, because I know he has some lines on his shit. I don't know where all this line stuff come from, but when you go in there with these performances, people are going to start questioning, where's the Lions mentality at? We don't see it. We didn't see that shit last night, and I'm absolutely the only thing that's flustering to me is the fact that I spent time hoping that you step up, because you was talking about beating Canelo. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about I'm gonna beat him. He a bitch and all this. You was talking all this shit, but yet when it was your time, you didn't get it done, bro. You didn't come close to getting it done. You didn't come close to getting it done, bro. There's so much content that's out there for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me read y'all something right quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all this tweet. I think it's very important for you all to get a whiff of what's out there in the social media realm. How bad Jermell Charlo stunk the place up. Yes, how bad he stunk the place up. All that talking. And it's okay for you to talk. It's your constitutional right, as they say. But in the combat sports realm, when you talk, people want you to present that action with results. And Jermell Charlo, you failed us, brother. You goddamn failed the shit out of us, man. I want to talk about blacks, my people. No. This is what blacks will tell you. No. This is where you're supposed to stand up for every black person that you think that may be supporting you or tuned in to you. No, you didn't represent us well, bro. That wasn't the warrior spirit right there, goddamn it. Hell no, that wasn't the warrior spirit. Fuck that. Check this out, y'all. Shout out to Shaw News. I appreciate you, brother. Rick Glaser said Jermell Charlo, talking at the post-fight media conference, that it was about surviving 12 rounds with Canelo, not about winning. So we all pay $85 so Charlo can say he went the distance with Canelo. You can't make this shit up. What a jack off. And see, you know, those words with Rick Glaser, you know, the last two words he's saying jack off. See, that's an old school term. And back then, it didn't mean very well. You know what I'm saying? It didn't have any good intentions attached. You're a jack off, man. Get out of here, jack off. My people didn't use it too much. But even to this day, a lot of people don't even know the two words exist. But it's potency that goes with that. You know what I'm saying? You have to say it correctly with the right tone. Jack off. Man, you're a jack off. You ever walked up to somebody and told them they're a jack off? It's somewhat like you're a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? I've used that several times when I was addressing certain people. Scumbags. You know what I'm saying? That's a jack off, man. He called you a jack off, Jermell Charlo. And it's not like it's not warranted because Rick Glaser did it. Let's not make this about race. Let's make it about what we didn't see inside the square. We didn't see you stand up and represent and get these black people up on their feet and saying, damn, I go on record. You know, when I was up here, when I was talking to Blunts and shit, I said, okay, Jermell surprised me this far on his performance. I thought he would have been out of there already. But then when I had time to think about it, I was saying the only reason that he's where he's at in this fight is because Canelo. It wasn't so much to the fact that he was doing more than what I thought he would do. Because I said, damn, you know, he's doing better. I thought he would be up out of there. But it was Canelo. Canelo wasn't pushing the gas. Canelo had received the orders too. He wasn't going in there to destroy him because he's still the freaking unified champion at 154. So they want to have this. I'm gonna tell you the whole plan, bro, because you know people tend to just look at all this number shit, and it's cool. It's cool to look at it, whatever. But explaining some shit, it hits different. It really does hit different. If you look at the whole situation of how much clout the Isaac Cruz got by going the distance with Gervonta Davis. Isaac Cruz was up here telling people that they want bigger fights and they wouldn't fight Haney, they wouldn't fight Ryan Garcia, they wouldn't fight Shakur, they wouldn't fight no motherfucking body. All because they went the distance with Gervonta Davis. I kind of get that olive in the cocktail type of vibe when it came to this Jermell Charlo situation, especially hearing Rick Glaser put this tweet out. I kind of got that motherfucking vibe, Mel Charlo, that you felt that the only thing that you had to do was survive getting stopped by Canelo, because Jermell Charlo never went in there with Canelo thinking he can beat him. Never once in his motherfucking mind, all this farce, fabricated, fake ass shit, he never thought he can go in there and beat Canelo. Never. He never. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He never thought he can do it. He never thought he could beat Canelo. He wanted to go in there and beat Isaac Cruz for the night. He wanted to say, I'm going to get bragging rights. How? Anybody in their right mind, if you don't feel that this fight had the orders attached to it, then I don't know what to tell you. Canelo didn't have no sense of urgency to knock this dude out. He wasn't, it's not too many times during the fight where he overly committed to knock him out. The intensity, the aggression was absent on purpose. You know what I'm saying? The aggression was absent on purpose, people. Don't act like it was there because he was rotating from spot to spot. Don't act like that, man. No. Don't act like that. The absence of aggression wasn't there on purpose, intentionally. Just think about Canelo really putting in that Gennady work. Really putting in that Gennady work, that energy that he was giving Gennady when he was walking him down. The energy that he was putting in for Dimitri Bivol. Canelo, with all the experience he had, why did he keep on going with the same freaking body shot to the right side of Charlo? Charlo was trying to dang dip and put his elbow down there. And furthermore, when Canelo was committing to a headshot, you can see that shit from a mile away. I did. It was almost like choreography for Creed. I'm going to throw this left hook. You slip underneath it. Reset. Rotate out, reset. The shit was missing. I got something else for you, man. Somebody explain this, man. Where is it? Where is it? Let me see. Hold up. It's supposed to be up here. So when you see this on All Access, Jermell Charlo's up there with his co-trainer, as he call it, Juan Guzman, and the rest of his team. I guess it's over there. I'm not sure who they are. But he has a huge television monitor just off camera, just off this frame. And that's big enough for them to watch film. I'm counting 4 other individuals outside of Jermell Charlo. 4 that may potentially be a part of his team. And that's the game plan y'all came up with. I know I don't see Diddy James. I ain't gonna lie to you. Diddy James was in the pool, goddammit. Diddy James was over there frolicking and splashing around in the pool just like it used to be them summer days when he was a kid. And we all went to the community pool and they had like 180% goddamn chlorine in that bitch. And all the black kids was looking like Nigerians and Africans coming out that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now he was in there freaking splashing around, having a good old time, playing around like he was drowning and it was only 3 feet of water, doing goofy ass Diddy shit up here practicing on his old moves that he had. You trying to tell me with a TV that big, y'all couldn't come up with a game plan that was much more sturdier than the one you came in there with? Like, goddamn, gazelles only? That really fit. Nigga, you was hopping all around the place resetting. Man, it was fucked up, bro. It was fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It was totally fucked up. It wasn't even mind blowing. It was just fucked up. It was a waste of lives. You wasted people's lives, man. Especially the ones who came up there to Vegas. Like, that's the second time in a row. See, that's what happened. That's how much power Crawford has. Crawford has put this juju on T-Mobile Arena when it comes to the world-class furniture store. The beating that he put on with Spence, still the DNA was right there in the T-Mobile Arena. All that shit haven't disappeared. You know what I'm saying? It was some shit that was still there now. You know what I'm saying? The house that Crawford destroyed. They used to talk about the Valentine's Day massacre. Now it's the T-Mobile massacre. The T-Mobile massacre is a real thing. And I know Jermell was thinking about that because he was ringside seeing Spence go through it. And he himself come down there like he was in a funeral. It's almost like the spirit of Spence was there. And he was, and Jermell was there to mourn the spirit of Errol Spence. Being that what he went through right in front of his eyes probably gave him PTSD, y'all. That's probably why it got so dark and he was wearing those damn black ass clothes. Somebody explain me if you have a different avenue to it all. You know what I'm saying? If you have a different opinion, you know what I'm saying? Tell me how. How can you be a part of a contract that has Canelo name on it? This is your chance to just really cement yourself in history as the big Charlo. I knew when you start calling yourself, I'm Little Charlo, I'm Little Charlo, I'm Little Charlo. I knew right then, nigga, you was done. You was done. You was done, man. You was done. I want all these content creators that's on the YTC that love talking about PBC fights. I want you to praise another one going down the drain. Another one. Another L. You know what I'm saying? That y'all put all this ass kissing tenure in there and there's no freaking retirement plan to it. But y'all been putting it in for quite some time. Explain to the people what we've been witnessing, man. Explain to them what we've been witnessing. Serious. Explain what we've been witnessing, man. Crawford has proven that he stand by himself. He has stepped up to the stage. He has performed with the curtains open and the lights shining and the roar of the crowd cheering. He has shown that he is ready. He has shown that he was meant to be here. He has shown that he's a special fighter. You should never mention that name again. You don't even deserve to fight this man. Because if Crawford goes up there and destroys you, which he will, because Crawford's mentality is not going to be like Canelo. He's not going to come in there with the orders. He's not coming in there to freaking satisfy you. He's coming there to prove a point that he can do you just as dirty as he did Spence. That's what I get from him. He's going to do you just as dirty as he did Spence. And you want to back up against the ropes and let Crawford push you back? He's only one division below you, bro. You don't ever want to make that decision. And I think what's going to happen, people, I think when it all comes down to it, he understands he's not getting another fight with Canelo, but he's happy that he went 12 rounds just like Isaac Cruz. He was feeling the love that people was giving him. That was the Mexican love, knowing that, hey, black man, yes, you went in there with a Mexican warrior and you came out just the way we thought you would, second. And a lot of Mexican fan base, media was there. There was no reason for them to be assholes about it, because they understood that Canelo had pretty much ushered you in. You know what I'm saying? Round for round, he ushered you from round to round. And then he gave you a nice little hug at the end like a good little boy. Hey, my friend, you did well. Bye-bye. The conversation wasn't long. Then Canelo started going and doing interviews on the camera. This Canelo, no one beats. No one beats this Canelo. Huh? Jermell, he's saying that after a fight with you. Man, this is wicked, bro. This is wicked. Moniker Boxing, what's good with it, brother? He says, so what you saying, WCS, the world-class furniture store selling knockoffs? No, what I'm saying is pretty much the management need to be changed in the world-class furniture store. I would like to, see the paperwork on who owned that store before Diddy James. You know what I'm saying? That's all. I want to see the history in the furniture store. Is it something that's going to make you think like, is it a bad aura? What's going on? What's going on? Because it seems like you having a lot of fighters that's not doing well right now. You know what I'm saying? You have Ryan Garcia over there. You know what I'm saying? You had Diddy James, who professional boxing career was absolutely a carton of eggs. That if I was a DoorDash person, I wouldn't say a DoorDash, if I was delivering from a local food mart and I had delivered some carton of eggs to Diddy James, I would give it to him and he crack it open. He said, hey, all of the eggs are cracked. I said, I know. The yolk is still there. Can you use the yolk? Oh, yeah, you're right. I can use the yolk. Yeah, hurry up and use the yolk. I suggest to you, just goddamn cook all them motherfuckers right now and then slowly just nibble off the egg. So just cook the whole damn dozen. All right. And then eat what you want now. Put the rest in the fridge and then heat them up in the microwave. Oh, okay, that's smart right there. Yeah, I like that. That's smart right there. Yeah. I say anything else? Okay, then. Period. Diddy James, his career was trash. Anthony Joshua over there, he has other things going on. I would say this, he's a pretty boy. He got other shit going on. I ain't mad at him. He's modeling over there in Milan and Hugo Boss and doing his thing. I ain't mad at him, bro. Spence, I don't know what the fuck he doing. I know he wasn't in attendance last night. He didn't want to face the media. See, that's the one thing about Spence. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He don't care. Showtime said, word, who style you? Jermell Charlo turns out was just evaporated smoke at WCS. Why fight Canelo and expect us, the boxing heads, believe you can do it? He is the epitome of stupid. Hey, man, I can't do nothing about the people that's dropping them blades on your ass, Charlo. I can't do nothing about it, for real. If that's the way Martin King feel, that's the way he feel, goddammit, because I don't feel nothing to sway anybody. I don't have no freaking debate. I'm not trying to debate this. I'm not trying to put up any resistance. No, bro, you did it to yourself, man. You did it to yourself, for real. Dr. Paul on deck. Hope all is well, my brother, with you and the missus. You and the wife, man. Hope all is well. Appreciate you pulling up, man. Words of wisdom, what's good? WJ Luckett, what's good? For real, please smash the like button, man. Appreciate y'all. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, and more. OG, what's good? I see you. Danny, a kitten. I was going to call him a pussy. See, I was trying to hold a little bit of level of respect. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it does take some type of courage to get in through the ropes with somebody like Canelo. It does. It takes a bit of courage, real talk. And even though they just moved around, it wasn't anything serious. Even for Canelo, nobody's gonna convince me that this fight didn't receive the orders. Nobody. I don't care who you are. Nobody's gonna convince me, man. Nobody's gonna tell me otherwise that this fight didn't have the orders attached to it. Canelo didn't even take risks and really try to go in there and destroy this dude. He didn't. He didn't, bro. He didn't try to go in there and destroy him. Look at this picture right here. Like if I would have seen this. Okay, let me get up out of here right quick. Let me show you another damning fact. Let me show you this picture I pulled up. Look at this right here, y'all. That picture says a lot, huh? And it kind of coincides with Danny in the comment that he put. Look at that. Like if Canelo would have gave me that energy, the whole fight, he would have stopped Jermell. Absolutely. He would have stopped this man. Look at the intensity of Canelo's face. You know what I'm saying? Look at Charlo's face. That is an expression of fear. F F F F F E E E E E E E E E E E A. It's look like hey, I'm sounding like I'm a kid and I'm learning my vowels for the first time. You know what I'm saying? A E E E I. That's how many vowels that they should have used in between syllables F and R. You know what I'm saying? It should have been an extended version. Look at this guy. Look at Jermell Charlo now. That's not Photoshop. That's an actual picture now. Jermell Charlo's no, Mama, come get me more. No, Mama. That's the look he gives me. Look at him, dog. Just look at this picture. I didn't see one of those pictures come out when Crawford was in there with Spence. I'm going to reckon and say it. Spence, you got more heart. I got way more respect for Spence than I do Jermell Charlo. I do. Because Spence kept getting his ass off the canvas and continued to fight on, even though he was looking terrible. He got up, he continued to fight on. I didn't get this right here when I saw Spence. I didn't get it. Look at that. Look at that. This dude looked petrified. Canelo looked like that beast. Look at that. Nobody beats this Canelo. Look at it. Whoever got that steal right there, that shit is classic. That shit is classic right there. Whoever got that steal through the ropes, that is a classic ass photo right there. I wish that was my shit. That's a classic. Look at the intensity of Canelo and his eyes. You know what I'm saying? Look at his left hand up. You know what I'm saying? Look at that shit. Look at Charlo, man. Charlo is absolutely trying to show us that he's looking for the trap door. Jermell Charlo is looking for the trap door, y'all. I'm gonna keep that picture up there because it's deserving. It's deserving, man. Both Derrick James win this year. His fighters look questionable. Frank Martin and AJ didn't look that good to the KO versus a guy in 1 week. Notice both Derrick James win this year. His fighters look questionable. I agree. Everybody know Frank Martin looked questionable against Artem. Definitely Spence looked questionable against Crawford. And Mel looked atrocious against Canelo. Atrocious, man. Atrocious. I'm not even bloviating that. I was expecting more, but I got this right here. Look at this picture, man. I'm leaving it up there so people, whoever want to screenshot this picture, you can screenshot the hell out this picture. I mean, you can extract that and put it in so many memes. Look at the fear. Jeez. Ugh. Charlo really sell out while he concentrating on fans he don't even talk to. True words, man. Talk to him, Ron. Like me and anyone, I'm boxing sir who actually support his fights as fans, but it's just normal for me to be like, talk to him, man. You know, let him know what's on your mind. Mel being inactive and was talking soft. He failed himself, not the people. I knew he would lose, be done for the payday. Man, come on, Jason, man, dropping that Jim. Man, dropping that heat. Salute to the whole family in the chat. I'm working, so I might miss some people saying what's up, but I see y'all hot grease. Hit the button. Appreciate you, the blunts. Kate Man P, what's good? Canelo was loading up like never before. And Canelo was being so predictable. Stop it, man. Anybody could have seen that. Even James Kirkland could have seen them damn left hands. Well, I'll take that back. I don't know what James Kirkland, but shit. Hey, I think he could. On this night, I think James Kirkland could have actually slipped that because James was knocked out from a left hook. You know what I'm saying? He could have seen that yesterday. Bone Crusher Smith and Tony Tucker can tell their grandchildren that they won a full 12 rounds with Mike Tyson. That's what Jermell wanted to accomplish besides stealing the bad. Well said. You know what I'm saying? Well said. You know what I'm saying? But truth be told there, Javier, is that, you know, it wasn't more so them going 12 with Mike. Some of them guys that brag about going 12 with Mike, it wasn't for the championship. So yeah, their whole preface is going 12 with Mike just because he was that dude that was in there putting them hands on people. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I agree. You know, when it comes down to it, he's gonna use Canelo's name all the time, and his people gonna look at him like he's stupid. Like, nigga, what are you saying? No, man, stop saying that you went 12 with Canelo. Man, that was one of the worst fights we've seen, man. Spence had the worst fight of his freaking career, and you had one of the worst fights of your career because you didn't put out. At least you and Brian Castano was banging out. What happened to all that energy with Canelo? What happened to all that energy with Canelo? What happened to that Tony Harrison energy when you were stalking him? You was in retreat against Canelo. You was rotating out. I overestimated how much fight Mel had in him. He clearly had no drive in him to try to win. And I'm gonna leave you with that there, Andrew, because I know you was rocking hard for the brother. I get it, bro. We do rock hard for certain people. Seriously. I rocked hard for Deontay fighting Fury. It didn't come out my way, but still I respect Deontay for going in there, you know, as a warrior, man. Deontay went in as a warrior. Everything that God had blessed him with, whether he had the perfect skill set or not, he went in as a warrior and used all those weapons. At least he dropped Fury multiple fights. Mel went in here and he could establish something beautifully. He could have went in there and shocked the boxing world. But man, Canelo says levels, and he treated you like you was his son. We never really got that tingly feeling like, oh shit, we should posture up. Oh, damn, Charlo getting stronger. He getting stronger in this fight. No, we never was there, bro. We never was there, man. I swear to God, I was never there. I was never there, man. I was trying to straighten up a little bit, roll my shoulders back like I was in the service. I was like, okay, all right. No, my body wouldn't allow me. My conscience was telling me, hey, man, what's wrong with you, man? Bro, get something cold to drink, man. What you doing? You up here trying to get interested in this damn shit show. Man, come on, stop it, bro. You ain't young like that no more. You keep on trying to goddamn stand straight up like that for a long period of time, you're going to injure yourself, man. That was my conscience talking to me. Man, sit back and chill and relax. Ain't nothing going on in front of you, man. So you saying that the fight ain't gonna change from what you're looking at now until the last round, bro. Oh, so you saying he going the last round. Man, do you see the energy? This fight ain't gonna be no short fight. All right, conscious. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate you looking out, big dog. Real talk. Thank you. I needed that, man. Thanks for the pep talk. Anytime, man. Have a conversation with my conscience, man. My conscience told me I'm putting too much emphasis into this shit. It's like, hey, Scotty, why are you stressing yourself out like that, bro? Why you do that? Don't do that, man. At your age, don't do that, man. I don't want you on blood thinners and all this. Man, chill, bro. All right, man. All right, I got you, man. Good looking. Am I your brother's keeper? Yeah. Nick, am I your brother keeping it? All right, man. You are, dog. Damn. Charlo was ducking, running, and clinching before the punches came. Diddy James being exposed. Man, hey, Tony. Man, absolutely been exposed, man. Absolutely. He should not feel, the way he do when one name comes into his existence. You know what I'm saying? His conscious existence when it's Crawford. Crawford moves Diddy. It's something else going on. Like, I don't know if he thought that Crawford was trying to get out an old girlfriend of his, or I don't know. But when Mel Charlo mentioned Crawford, Diddy James drifted 10 feet to the right. That's the only time I seen that motherfucking cranial thermometer move. Head look like a baby nipple, dog. You know them baby bottle nipples that you have? Them bottle nipples? I saw that shit just moving up under the lights and shit like a spotlight. He moved away from that. He's like, nah, nigga, you trying to call out Crawford? Nah, it's not a good time, bro. And where's your PR people? Why didn't they tell you, hey, man, whatever you do, man, don't call out Crawford. If you lose, man, don't call out Crawford. Don't call it. It's not a good look, man. Nobody's paying attention to it. People leaving the arena on you. People leaving the arena, man. Sue W says that thumbnail is hilarious as far as gumping. And yeah, for sure, man. For sure. I do what I do periodically. I try to put the message in there. You know what I'm saying? For those who's rocking out with the channel, you know what it is, bro. And big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game, A-Side Official on deck. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all pulling up on this Sunday. Man, I was up in here like 3 o'clock. Goddamn 3 o'clock in the morning, man, chopping it up with the fellas and everything, talking some boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? I say, let me get my one out this year. You know what I'm saying? To stay up that motherfucking late. Let me get my quota. Log that shit in. You know what I'm saying? So I can get paid overtime for that motherfucker. And I put my goddamn slip in. Shit. My check gonna look real good next time. Jermell purred and meowed for 12 rounds. Yeah, he did. All that purring and meowing, that's facts. That's facts, man. Canelo cooking Texas fried chicken as we speak. Hot grease. Oh, man. I don't even think Canelo would consider eating. Canelo, to me, his freaking entrees. He don't. I don't see him doing like the fried fish after like that. Canelo probably has some exotic shit in there. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's probably eating some exotic shit. You know what I'm saying? Some emu eggs. Motherfucking. Goddamn. He was eating some exotic meat, animals that you don't see all the time. He was definitely looking for a way out, wasn't he? He was looking for a way out. He was looking for round. No sense of urgency for either fighter. But for Mel Charlo, man, it just proved that you ain't ready for the big times. You know what I'm saying? At the weigh-in, with the shit that came out your mouth about the coach, and nobody even knew what the fuck you was talking about. Nobody knew. Then when it came down to this shit at the damn post-fight conference with Jim Gray said, what do you want to do? You want to fight Tim Tszyu? I mean, that's what you should have did. You knew your belt was gone. You should have called out Tim Tszyu. Why Crawford want to fight you for 3 belts? You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get the whole kit and caboodle. He wanted the whole pot. You know what I'm saying? He wanted the whole pot. He ain't trying to play spades for the kitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, he trying to pay for the whole pot of money. Period. You want him to, hey man, we got a kitty over here who had the highest heart. You got a kitty over here who has the highest diamond. You got a kitty over here who got the deuce of spade. You got a kitty over here. Nobody ain't trying to do that shit. Nobody ain't trying to go ahead and pick up the WBO kitty. And I like Tim Tszyu. I'm not gonna lie, I like Tim Tszyu. He was very respectful of the Mel Charlo, but Mel was trying to be disrespectful as always. Always, man. What's up, Cape Man P in the building? Jay Beezy on deck. Jay Beezy said, I think Mel Charlo tore his hamstrings. No, I disagree with you, because your hamstrings tear like that, you're gonna slow the fuck down. No, man. You don't see too many gazelles tearing hamstrings. The way them bitches jump up and get the fuck on, his hamstrings are just fine. His hamstrings are just fine. For real. His hamstrings is just fine. He got them different type of Achilles tendons. Shit. Them gazelles, they can jump up motherfucking 15 feet easy. When Canelo tried to put him in the corner, that's what you saw from Jermell Charlo. You saw the soles of his feet. You know what I'm saying? That shit was elevated higher than the top rope. He was getting up out of that motherfucker. I'll say, damn, he must be on snack. It's clear there are definitely levels in his boxing game. Derrick James doesn't have that factor to beat elite fighters. I totally agree with you on that fold too, being that how his professional career was, and he was just all over the place. Seriously, it's just, I mean, the way people be praising him, man, I don't get it. I don't understand, man. Bomac line would be classic for years. Because Bomac said no more hiding. What was Derrick hiding? What did Bomac mean all the way through and through? What was he hiding from? He was hiding from the moment. He was able to get through those fights that he did, and those was mid-tier. Those low to mid-tier competition. Those mid-tier competition. So he was able to, achieve these, have PB, be up there PBC fighters. He was able to achieve these accolades, right? And get rewarded from them. But when it came time to step up to the elite, which they tried their best to speak into existence that they wasn't elite, but Bomac said, no more hiding. You have not went up against me nor my staff. It will always be a classic line, because Bomac shows you there's levels. And that will make the difference between Crawford and Canelo. I believe absolutely Bomac can coach in there with Eddie Reynoso. I believe if there's anything going on with Canelo and Crawford, I believe that fight will be extremely competitive. I'm looking at mind for mind, IQ to IQ. Nobody's going to tell me Crawford's going to be in the same IQ as Jermell Charlo. The same level IQ. No, it ain't happening, bro. No way, no how. No, not even close. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That dude is a running track star. Look at him over there on the right hand side, man. Just looking like he don't know nobody talking about. He got that little puppy dog look. What did y'all expect? You know what I'm saying? I couldn't live up to the expectations, man. Of lions, man. I always told people, man, them lions are tough. You know, but see, not all lions. You know what I'm saying? Hunt. You know, lions supposed to be the apex predator. Not all of them the apex predator. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them are. Seriously, not all of them are. They aren't. Jermell is type that, you know, lions sleep majority of the day. So he decide, you know, he's gonna freaking wait till the lions come back from feasting, and he's gonna try to wait till they go to sleep. Then he's gonna try to find out where they were before and get the scraps, because he don't have to go in there and kill nothing. You know, it can be bones and a little bit of flesh remain. He said, "Okay, cool. I just take this shit right here. I'm hungry than a motherfucker." Glass Chin Amir freaking Khan showed way more cojones. Yes, sir. I know where you're going. Cojones, and gave a prime Canelo a way better fight than purring kidding Jermell versus a past prime Canelo. Fire. Facts in the chat, man. Facts in the chat. You are not lying. Amir Khan put a way better fight earlier when Canelo was that guy. Jermell Charlo, you know, coming here talking about undisputed versus undisputed, bringing his belts on deck for the pictures. Bullshit, man. Get out of here, man. You should have to reimburse everybody that had a little bit of hope and you stepping up to the plate and level changing. You need to reimburse them for their time, bro. You need to provide them with some type of stipend, recompense, something. Something, goddammit. Something. That bullshit we saw last night, that wasn't greatness. Goddamn greatness come from challenges, Jermell Charlo. You know what I'm saying? You didn't follow the golden rule of a testament of a man is not in comfort and convenience. You stayed away from challenging controversy there, Jermell. You did. You stayed far away from it. Because you don't care. You got your paycheck and you going home and you like, F them, man. They ain't paying my check. Yeah, that's we know. Bomac said, should never sign the contract. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Free Bomac, man. Yes, sir. Free Bomac. We're looking for, you know, the Heat. That's who should get coach of the year. Who said who he made 20 mil? Who said he made 20 mil? Who? You think these damn pay-per-view numbers are coming back? I mean, who said he made 20 mil? I don't believe that. Somebody have to prove that to me. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I can't say you're right neither. Somebody have to prove that to me. Prove that to me. You know what I'm saying? He get 20 mil for fighting Canelo? What? And he was a last minute replacement like that? Like, not so much last minute, but a replacement. And they're gonna give him 20 mil. I can't co-sign that, bro. Seriously, I can't co-sign that at all. I can't do it at all. But what we know of it all, this past week, he's a runner and he's a track star. He should try out for the 2024 Olympics. I don't know what he's gonna, you know. I know Noah Lyles is the champion in the 100 and 200. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he can get in the Paralympics. I don't know if he has the endurance to run the 800. He definitely can't fuck with the 400. So really, you know, if he want to get in the mix 4x4, you know, maybe he can do that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he can do that. Maybe he can be the guy holding the camera, running down the 100 and goddamn filming the guys running the 100 meters. I don't know. But he really, after this performance last night, he really need to think about changing up careers right now, finding him a track coach and seeing if he fit in with some of the freaking runners over there. Seriously. I mean, there has to be an event for you to participate in the Olympics and represent the US of A. There has to be. Long jump, triple jump, something. Javelin. You know what I'm saying? You've been boxing, so you got to have some shoulder strength in that bitch. You don't have to run far. Try out the javelin. Don't fuck with the shot put, though. You know what I'm saying? Don't. But we talking about gazelles only. You might do well at high jump. We talking about gazelles only. Pole vaulting. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm giving you some options now. I'm giving him some options. But man, a big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, man. I got to get up out of here. You know, I'm at an hour and a half. Appreciate y'all. We should do it again. I got to take care of some business. Y'all continue to hold it down. And once again, big shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game, A-Side Official. Hit the like button on your way out, and we should do it again. And don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and sub. I really don't like going through this whole routine. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it seems like you got to tell people. And if by chance you want to donate to the channel, see, I put it at the end because it's not something I'm driving. But if you want to donate to the channel, look on my Cash App. I appreciate you. But until next time, man, y'all hold it down. Peace. I'm out.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss. Now you counting stars, should've practiced more. Should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, subscribe.